Now that the Brainiac Queen has been unleashed upon an unwitting universe, what path of cosmic horror will she cut across the known universe? Well, let's hop into the pages of Action Comics 1066, the penultimate issue in the House of Brainiac series, and find out what happens next together, shall we? So then, picking up directly from where the last issue left off, Brainiac had finally completed his greatest and most evil creation to date. The next great leap in living machines, and the thing that he hopes would finally give him the answers to the deep questions that have been gnawing away at his 12th level intelligence. Right off the bat, the Queen Brainiac is very impressive, completely tearing through General Chakal and the Bad Blood. Meaning that once again, it looks like Lobo is the last living Zarnian, only this time around he's not very happy about it. In fact, he says that he spent so long trying to find a family, trying to make a family, and now that there actually was one out there he might want to join, Brainiac up and kills them all. Meaning that after quickly betraying Superman, it looks like the main man is ready to turn the tables on Brainiac, and Uno reverse card his way back into Superman's good graces by freeing him and his family so they can do battle against the Brainiac Queen. Obviously, this is going to be an uphill battle for many reasons. Superman and the others aren't exactly at full strength, and this thing has already shown to be an absolutely unstoppable killing machine. The only thing that might actually be able to stop the Brainiac Queen up in any meaningful way is Brainiac's need for power. Yes, apparently running his ship, controlling all the other Brainiac drones and multiversal versions of himself is very, very taxing on the Coluan. In fact, this is the whole reason that he decided to bring Lena Luthor along in the first place, as he has actively been grooming her to become a living battery and storage device for the vast swaths of knowledge that Brainiac has been hoarding since his birth. And hey, if power is such a big issue, then this is the chance that Connor Kent the Superboy has been looking for to really swoop on in and become most valuable player for the good guys. You'll remember since his run-in with the Chained, Connor has been thinking a lot about all the ways he hasn't been able to use his tactile telekinesis abilities. Well, now that Connor's back is against the wall and everyone could really use the extra help, he uses his abilities in a way very similar to what he saw the Chained do, short-circuiting the entire ship. Obviously, this is just a band-aid on a much bigger problem, but with the Queen Brainiac briefly incapacitated, Superman and the others hope that this will be their chance to finally escape. The funny thing too is that Brainiac genuinely seems hurt by all of this in a way that he's not used to. Again, he's so confused about what actually is motivating him to do these things he doesn't normally do. To try and create life instead of hoard knowledge. It's actually Vril Drox who ends up saying, yeah, hey dummy, you've been looking for a family this whole time. You've been looking for a feeling of love and companionship. For one of the most intelligent beings in the entire Omniverse, Jesus Christ, you sure are slow. With that problem finally dealt with, the Man of Steel can focus on freeing the rest of his friends and family from Brainiac's bondage. Granted, that still doesn't solve their biggest problem. How the hell are they going to get home? It's not like they have any spaceships they can use, and they're too far away from Earth's yellow sun for any of them to want to try and risk it. Especially with the more non-superpowered squishy humans who make up their ranks. It's here that Lex Luthor once again shows up and makes his intentions known. He actually has no interest in fleeing, quite the opposite. He wants to stay behind and fight Brainiac. In his own twisted way, trying to prove to his daughter Lena that he's not a total piece of shit, and also trying to prove to Superman that he feels bad about the whole withholding important information from him thing. It seems that while Luthor was working for Brainiac, trying to get his brand new Coluan city online, Lex was actively going out of his way to try and map Brainiac's own personal tech. Now he's built himself a fancy new helmet that he's going to try and use to enter the mind of the Brainiac Hive and try and shut them all down from the inside. Of course, to pull off this crazy plot, he's going to need Superman, Lobo, and the rest to actually cover him, whilst his mind ever so briefly leaves his body. Of course, this is so much more important than just defeating Brainiac and saving the day. For Lex, this is about saving his daughter. In fact, that's where the main story of this issue ends, but we're also treated to a whole backup story wherein we are once again treated to the long twisted history that is Lex's relationship with his daughter. The big revelation being that Lex never sent his daughter away to that island to live with his mother because he didn't like her or because he thought she was somehow tainted by Brainiac. In fact, he sent her away because Superman actively challenged him to be a better man and father, and while he never wanted to see Lena again until he could say those things are true, That's why Luthor has been fighting so hard to work with Superman and why he's going to continue fighting for his daughter to defeat Brainiac as the comic comes to an official close. And so that was Action Comics issue number 1066, everybody, and I gotta say, as far as a penultimate issue in the House of Brainiac storyline goes, it was pretty good. Not great, but pretty good for all the pomp and circumstance and build-up they gave to the Brainiac Queen. Boy, was she ultimately defeated pretty easily, and yes, I know all of this story mostly ends up just being one giant prelude to the upcoming Absolute Power event starting soon, and yes, I did read Absolute Power Ground Zeroes. Yes, I do actually think they're taking the Queen Brainiac into a really interesting relationship, having her basically be raised by Amanda Waller. And I'm not going to hold it against the story too hard here, because the actual real character focus that is Luthor, his attempt to change his strained relationship with his daughter's connection to Brainiac, do in fact end up taking center stage, and it is a lot of really good drama, and I am really interested to see how it's all going to shake out in the finale, which I don't have to wait too long because Superman issue 15, the finale to the House of Brainiac, also dropped this week, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled to the channel because I'm going to hopefully be dropping that one very, very soon. As far as this issue goes, I think I'd feel comfortable giving it a 7 out of 5. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out my Amazon link down in the description. Yes, that's right, the Cape Joel channel officially has its own Amazon storefront now. You can pick up a comic or anything else for that matter, and if you did, you'd really be helping me in the channel. So with that out of the way everyone, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.